In this video, I'm going to be sharing the top 10 must-see locations for Wales in 2024. Now I've saved the very best until last, so make sure you watch right to the end. So if you're heading to Wales on a road trip, a holiday or a weekend away, then this video is definitely for you. Hello by the way, my name's Robbie Romes, I'm a travel guide writer, and over the last 2 years I've spent quite a bit of time in Wales researching for my very own Road Trip Wales guidebook. I've also previously been commissioned by Visit Wales to promote parts of North Wales. One last thing before we get into the video, if you're feeling generous, please hit the subscribe button. You'll be able to find your way back to more videos just like this. Right, now let's get straight into it. In number 10, it's the Blue Lagoon, which is located in Aber in Pembrokeshire. Now the Blue Lagoon is one of those Welsh locations that probably has to be seen to be believed. It's a perfect spot for kayaking, cliff diving and a little bit of swimming. So the Blue Lagoon used to be the site of a former slate quarry which was blasted with some dynamite, creating this incredible, I can only describe it as like a bowl. If you're not brave enough to get in the water, it makes for a spectacular photo, especially if you've got a drone. It's also easily accessible with a pushchair, pram or a wheelchair. In number 9, it's Aberystwyth. Now this is one of my personal favourites. Located in mid Wales, this Victorian style coastal town is a perfect spot to get fish and chips, explore Constitution Hill by going up the mountain railway, and it's just one of them wholesome Welsh places that I'm sure you're going to love on your very own trip to Wales in 2024. In number 8, it's the UK's smallest city, St David's. So St David's is actually located in Pembrokeshire, and it's a beautiful little city which is home to St David's Cathedral, definitely worth checking out. And the city itself has a load of quirky little cafes, boutique shops, and it's definitely worth visiting if you're in this part of Wales. In number 7, the Brecon Beacons. Located in South Wales, the Brecon Beacons is home to a number of mountains, lakes and beautiful villages. What's great about the Brecon Beacons is if you're not feeling too active, you can explore most of it by doing a mini road trip. In particular, head to Google and search for the Black Mountain Road Circuit. Now if you do have a bit more energy, I'll definitely recommend the hike up Pen y Fan, which happens to be the tallest peak in South Wales. Generally speaking, it's a nice easy walk. It'll probably take you best part of 2 hours up and back, and it offers some spectacular views over the Brecon Beacons. In number 6, it's the island of Anglesey. Now in my Road Trip Wales guidebook, I've described Anglesey as a miniature Wales within Wales. It's a fabulous destination, especially if you only have a weekend to explore or maybe a couple of days. It's home to a number of beautiful beaches, lighthouses and castles. The best place to head for sunset is probably South Stack Lighthouse. And if you want to combine a hike with a beautiful beach, I would 100% recommend a visit to Llandudno Island. Now before we get into the top 5 must-see places in Wales for 2024, here's a quick advert for my new Road Trip Wales guidebook.
The ultimate Wales guidebook, featuring incredible locations, practical tips and stress-saving hacks to ensure your Welsh road trip is simply unforgettable. This book has everything you need, from itineraries to hotels and campsites to road maps. Each must-see location comes with a postcode and what 3 words reference to make your road trip easy and stress-free. Wales really is the UK's best kept road trip secret. Now it's time for you to explore it. Order Road Trip Wales, including free UK delivery.
Now let's get straight back into it. In number 5, Barafundle Bay. Over the years, Barafundle Bay has won a number of awards for the best beach in Wales, and it's ranked very highly on the best beaches in the whole of the UK. Accessing Barafundle Bay is a little bit tricky. It's going to involve a 15 to 20 minute walk from the nearby Stackpole Quay. But trust me, when you get to this beach, it's going to be 100% worth it. If you're lucky enough to get to Barafundle Bay on a sunny day, you could fool yourself that this place is in Spain, Italy or somewhere in the Mediterranean. The water is a beautiful turquoise blue, the sand is a perfect golden colour, and Barafundle is even backed by some pine trees. In number 4, it's Stromble Lighthouse. Now this part of Pembrokeshire is famous for its coastal landmarks, and Stromble Lighthouse is definitely one of them. This lighthouse sits on a rocky outcrop and makes for a perfect photo. Now personally, I love Stromble Head that much that I decided to feature it on the front cover of my Road Trip Wales guidebook. If you head to Stromble Lighthouse on your own Wales trip in 2024, I definitely recommend going there for sunset. And don't forget to keep your eye out for some of the sea life, including dolphins. And in number 3, it's the seaside town of Tenby. Tenby has to be up there as one of the most picturesque seaside towns anywhere in the UK, let alone Wales. It's just one of them charming places that until you've explored it, you won't really know exactly what I mean, but it's home to a couple of beautiful beaches. It's got really picturesque, colourful houses along the harbour, and it's home to some great restaurants, pubs, and there's even quite a few pasty shops there that I'll definitely recommend. If you do decide to head to Tenby in 2024, I'd definitely recommend a visit to St Catherine's Island, which is a small tidal island which is actually linked to Tenby. And in number 2, it's Snowdonia. There are a number of places across Snowdonia that could have made this top 10 list on their own, but for argument's sake, I'm just going to include the whole of Snowdonia as a national park because it is home to some incredible mountainous landscapes, beautiful beaches, magnificent waterfalls, and overall, if you're heading to Wales in 2024, it's a place that must be pretty much towards the top of your list. Of course, if you're into mountain hiking, you've got a number of mountains including Snowdon, which is Wales' highest mountain. If you love waterfalls, I would definitely recommend checking out Aber Falls. There's also the nearby Swallow Falls worth checking out. If you're a bit of an adrenaline junkie, definitely check out Zip World. There's a number of locations across Snowdonia where you can do zip lining, high ropes courses and that sort of thing. But overall, I've included Snowdonia because it has pretty much something for everyone. And now, last but not least, in number 1 for the top 10 must-see places for Wales in 2024, it's Rhossili Bay and the Gower Peninsula. So the magical thing about the Gower is when you actually visit there, you feel a little bit cut off from the rest of Wales. It's located right at the southern tip of Wales, and it's home to a number of incredible beaches, including Oxwich Bay, Three Cliffs Bay, and Rhossili Bay. So Rhossili Bay, for me, has to be one of the best beaches in the entire UK. I'd probably put it as number 1. Now, don't quote me on the facts, but I'm pretty sure Rhossili Bay has probably 6 or 7 kilometres of white golden sands. It's backed by some beautiful sand dunes, and it just makes for a perfect beach day. If you're into water sports, it's great for bodyboarding, surfing, and Rhossili Bay is one of them. Even if the weather's not too nice, which it doesn't tend to be all the time in Wales, it's a great place to walk the dog, stretch your legs, or even just have a minute to yourself to take in this beautiful place. Now, there's a National Trust car park right at the far side of Rhossili Bay. Accessing the beach from here is going to require some pretty steep steps going down, and obviously it's going to be harder on the way back up. So my top tip for visiting Rhossili Bay in 2024, at the Hill End Camping Park, which is located pretty much halfway down the beach. The car park is located roughly about 50 metres away from the beach, and you won't have any steps to contend with. And so there we have it, guys. That's the top 10 must-see places for Wales in 2024. I hope you've got value from this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Robbie Roams. Subscribe to my channel where I'm going to be posting way more Wales videos this year, and I'll catch you all in the next video.